The current distribution of ELQ voting shares could be contested should this come to light.
Well, Austin obviously knows about this, or he never would have filed a lawsuit.
So, what's the plan, Dad? I assume you want us to all prepare for a fight?
Actually, I'm not sure what the right thing is here.
Excuse me?
Well, just putting the company aside for just a moment, my mother may have interfered with grandfather's final wishes. And if that's the case, Austin's father, Jimmy Lee Holt, may have been denied what was rightfully his.
Maybe Granny felt like Edward wasn't mentally all there in the end.
Or maybe she anticipated a big inheritance and didn't want to share it. If we deny Austin his rightful share, aren't we just as bad as Tracy?
You want to bow out of your marriage, Chase, go right ahead, but maybe don't go gently into that goodnight without at least first settling the score.
Stop, okay? I know you're trying to get in my head to mess with me.
I think Michael and Willow are the people who've been messing with your head, but you call it like you see it.
I am calling it like I see it. I think you're trying to take advantage of my anger to get what you want.
Chase, I'm not in the habit of using anyone. No, just being direct with you. I think our situations are crisscrossing in a way that we could help one another.
Help one another. Okay, me betraying the Quartermains, that helps you. It does nothing for my marriage. One thing isn't related to the other.
I think you're wrong about that. I think our situations are exactly similar. Michael and Willow are cheating on you, and I'm being cheated out of my inheritance. Because that's what the Quartermains do. They stab people in the back. They take and they take for little guys like us because they can't even imagine a reality where the Quartermains don't get everything. Chase, you're a police officer, right? So in your work, you put aside your personal emotions and you examine the evidence, right? So consider this, Detective Chase. These are the facts. Your best friend in the whole world slept with your lawfully wedded wife. Shouldn't there be consequences? Does Michael get away with it? Does he play by different rules just because he is a Corinthos and a Quartermain? Don't let him do that. Don't let him get away with the company and the woman that you love.
I should go.
Counting on you, Chase. You in?
It's really sweet of you to consider your grandfather's wishes. And very unquartermain, no offense.
Look, the way Tracy described it is that Edward only regretted cutting Jimmy Lee out of the will. Did she ever say that he was going to revise the will and include Jimmy Lee?
Nope, not that she knew about.
Okay, then we know nothing for sure.
Because if Jimmy Lee had pressured Edward, he would have gone and told him to pound sand. He spent decades disowning that man, and he had absolutely no use for his mother.
Well, then the fact is we can't presume what grandfather's wishes would have been. We can only go by that last will.
I agree with you, Brooklyn. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'm sympathetic to a point, but it's a big step for Austin to assume he would have inherited anything, let alone EOQ voting stock.
So then we are in agreement to maintain the current game plan.
Which is what?
Try to strike a deal with Austin. Buy him out with one lump sum.
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah, me too. And if we don't accept Austin into the Q family fold, maybe he'll quit GH and go be a country doctor again, far away from Port Charles.